The Young and the Restless. 3 major developments to expect this week, May 19 to May 23, 2025. Fans of The Young and the Restless are going to be surprised to see some of their favorite stars somewhere they don't expect on another network. Viewers of the game show Celebrity Family Feud on ABC will be seeing some CBS stars soon. Laura Bell posted photos of her travels with cast members of The Young and the Restless this weekend. Bell went with Melissa Claire Egan, Brayton James, Joshua Morrow, and Michelle Stafford to Atlanta to film for the game show. A photo at the airport showed the crew smiling with Y&R's Director of Media and Talent, Matt Kane. In another picture, the group was holding up signs that, when put together, read, "No feuding in this family." There's no word yet on who won the game show they appeared on. As the filming was done in Atlanta, cast members of Beyond the Gates may have also been a team, as the show is filmed there as well. Celebrity Family Feud is described as a broadcast network spin-off of the syndicated game show Family Feud. Like the primetime all-star specials aired during the late 1970s and early 1980s by the show's then-network home, ABC, the episodes feature celebrities and their real families, or teams of celebrities playing as a family for charity, rather than the regular format of ordinary families playing for cash and prizes. Since 2015, the series has aired as part of ABC's Summer Fun and Games block of primetime game shows. You can see the stars of The Young and the Restless on Celebrity Family Feud when it premieres this summer on July 10. Watch The Young and the Restless weekdays on CBS or stream live or on demand on Paramount+. The game show has 2 competing families, with 5 members each, who compete by answering survey questions, hoping to pick the highest-ranked answers by the studio audience. Hosted by Steve Garvey, a member from each team meets Garvey center stage in a face-off to answer the questions asked as quickly as possible. Whichever family answered with the most popular survey answer can then try to score more points with their family. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. CBS's The Young and the Restless aired for the first time in March 1973. The show is set in the fictional town of Genoa City, Wisconsin. Lee and William Bell created it and focused on the lives of the members of the Newman, Abbott, Chancellor, and Winters families. The show delves into themes of business rivalries, family drama, feuds, scandals, and romantic relationships. Celebrity dirty laundry spoilers for the upcoming week's episodes of The Young and the Restless from May 19, 2025 to May 23, 2025. Reveal that things will get dramatic in Genoa City. Sally Spectra will worry about Billy Abbott, Amanda Dumas will represent Aristotle Dumas, and Cole Howard's test results will finally be revealed. In the upcoming week's episodes of The Young and the Restless, spoilers reveal that Sally Spectra will have a hard time with Billy Abbott. Sally always had been extremely concerned about Billy Abbott's desire for revenge. She had previously warned him against the consequences of what could happen if he chose to wage a war against Victor Newman, but he had paid no heed. Spoilers reveal that Billy will continue to plan revenge on Victor Newman, and while Sally will warn him of losing his footing in his new business, Abbott Communications, he will move forward regardless. The plot suggests that Sally's worst fears might come true, and Billy might have to face issues with Victor. In addition to this, Adam Newman could also be one of the people on whom Billy wants revenge. However, that would depend on how Adam moves forward with the smear campaign against Victor Newman. Spoilers reveal that in the coming week's episodes of the show, Amanda Dumas will be representing Aristotle Dumas, and that would stir up a lot of drama. Nate Hastings, Lily Winters, and Devin Winters will all end up finding out about Amanda's involvement and will react to the news. Phyllis Summers will also have a lot of questions regarding Dumas's true identity and why he even came to Genoa City, Wisconsin in the first place. In the upcoming week's episodes of The Young and the Restless, Amanda Dumas might know a few answers to the questions that the residents of Genoa City, but will do her best to keep them under wraps. Abby is also slated to have an exciting encounter with Amanda. In the upcoming week's episodes of the soap opera, the details about Cole Howard's medical reports and tests will be revealed. Spoilers reveal that it was anticipated that Cole had been suffering from a fatal illness, and his reports will potentially reveal that to his friends and family. Spoilers hint at the fact that Cole Howard might choose to reveal details about his illness to Claire Newman and Victoria Newman, or he might choose to hold back and keep the test results to himself. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Mama Bear Diane Jenkins Abbott could come to the rescue. So here's why Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman's romance could survive what Audra Charles has in store. My and our fans know Diane has already been wary of whatever Victor Newman might be cooking up for Kyle. That's especially true now that Diane knows Victor hired Audra and clearly intends to use her against Kyle somehow. Kyle is concerned about the possibility of Audra having some miracle product at Vibranti and becoming legitimate competition. It's left Kyle worried enough to try getting closer to Audra, just so he can figure out if she's bluffing or not. However, Diane is more fearful of Kyle getting in over his head and complicating his relationship with Claire. Things will indeed get messy between Claire and Kyle when she objects to his Audra plot during the week of May 19 to 23. Kyle won't want to back down, so he'll presumably stand his ground and go against Claire's wishes or just move forward with a scheme behind her back. Either option could put Kyle and Claire's relationship at risk. As for Diane, the alarm bells inside her head will get louder and louder. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Diane will fret over the bad choices Kyle's making, so she may ultimately feel the need to intervene. Kyle has restored his bond with his parents and has found happiness with Claire, so Diane won't want to see his life turned upside down again. Diane has proven she'll go to great lengths when it comes to protecting her son, so she may be gearing up for some bold moves. Audra thinks she's got everything under control when it comes to the plan she's carrying out for Victor, but she may be overconfident. There's a good chance Audra's mission to break Kyle and Claire up will come with some snags she didn't anticipate. Diane could certainly get in the way if she resolves to do some snooping and figure out what Audra is truly up to. Could Diane intervene before Audra can destroy Claire and Kyle's relationship? It'd be nice to see Diane do more than just talk about mansion renovations and cry about not being fully accepted as an Abbott. Diane is a schemer at her core, so she needs to get her hands dirty and hopefully thwart Audra in the process. Maybe Diane's Mama Bear side could be what saves Claire and Kyle's future in the end. That could lead to bad news for Audra and totally infuriate Victor as well. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Diane will definitely become fixated on protecting Kyle, so stick with us for updates on what that'll mean for Audra. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal the connection between Phyllis Summers and Nick Newman is back in the spotlight. This prompts the question, could Phyllis be on the verge of taking Sharon Newman's place in Nick's life? Are we about to witness the resurgence of a fierce rivalry? Nick and Phyllis share a deep history as ex-lovers and co-parents, but their friendship has taken a backseat amid the recent turmoil surrounding Sharon. The focus of Y&R has primarily been on the strong connection between Sharon and Nick, leaving fans speculating about the possibility of rekindling their romance. Despite Nick's repeated efforts to support Sharon, he made it clear during a candid discussion before their trip to Europe that he views her as just a friend. Nevertheless, Sharon seems determined to believe that she can eventually change his mind. Now that they have returned from their family vacation in London, she continues to emphasize what a fantastic bonding experience it was. It was hard to miss the jealousy radiating from Sharon as she watched Nick and Phyllis share a tender moment in the May 16 episode. Sharon struggled to keep her anger in check, and Phyllis seem to be feeling the same tension. With Nick stepping in to support Phyllis during her time of need, the fragile peace between her and Sharon might not hold for long, despite having reached an understanding after their harrowing experience together. Both women are already on the path to becoming rivals once more. The question now is what will be the tipping point that drives them back into conflict. Nick could very well be the catalyst that reignites the feud between Sharon and Phyllis. It seems inevitable that some conflict involving Nick will disrupt this fragile truce, especially after Phyllis and Sharon have spent years at odds over him. Regardless of whether Sharon has any real chance of rekindling her romance with Nick, she will undoubtedly be enraged if it appears that Phyllis is trying to reclaim that position. If Phyllis and Nick do end up together again, the situation will only escalate. Are we about to witness the collapse of Sharon and Phyllis' truce? Will Phyllis make a bold move for Nick, igniting Sharon's wrath in the process? Upcoming spoilers tease troubling developments may be on the horizon for Sharon and Phyllis as they strive to maintain their peace, so keep an eye out for updates on the impending drama. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for the week of May 19, 2025. Fans can expect Abby Winters to grill Amanda Sinclair. Damian Kane receives an intriguing offer. Plus, Holden Novak questions Kyle Abbott about his history with Audra Charles. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Next week, fans can expect Abby to be alarmed by what she hears from Devin Winters. Devin will tell Abby all about the mysterious ambush by Amanda. Abby does confront the lawyer and pleads for the truth. Is Aristotle Dumas after the family business? However, in a preview clip, Amanda assures Abby that Dumas wants to protect Winters, not take it away. While Amanda does seem genuine, I'm not sure if she even knows the truth about Dumas. Meanwhile, Damian will get an intriguing offer. Now, fans know that Damian already works for Dumas. However, Lily Winters offered Damian a double agent assignment, which he accepted. Now, he is going to have to get Lily intel while also keeping his cover with Dumas. With Amanda in town, that might be easier said than done. Maybe Dumas already has a feeling that he's about to be betrayed. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Holden will question Kyle about his history with Audra. It certainly looks like Holden is jealous, or could he be intentionally sabotaging Audra? In any case, Kyle is going to likely warn Holden. First of all, Kyle won't like a stranger approaching him about his romantic history, especially someone he doesn't even know. There was also that scene between Holden and Claire Grace Newman a while back. Kyle might also warn Holden to steer clear of Audra. Later, Audra will be forced to defend her actions. Could Audra's deal with Victor Newman lead her to lose Nate Hastings? Fans will also see Phyllis Summers call in a favor. Jack Abbott helps Diane Jenkins Abbott find her place in the family. Victor has serious doubts about Claire's proposal. The Newman patriarch will also give Michael Baldwin a stern warning. Meanwhile, Lauren Fenmore Baldwin will worry about her marriage. Elsewhere, Deanne frets over Kyle's decisions. Will he finally come around and love it? This week's slow burn concerns Jack's feelings about the newly renovated Abbott mansion. Diane wanted to make some changes to their home, which had been discussed on the show for months. We finally saw the results, and they're still causing drama. Jack has complicated feelings about it on The Young and the Restless. This storyline sounds like something out of an HGTV show. But no, you're watching My and Our Diane is an architect, so she wanted to put her skills to the test. She offered to renovate the Abbott mansion. Last month, she unveiled the new look to Jack and his son Kyle. Diane found a special heirloom in the attic with a note attached. The note read that the portrait was from Dina Margarine to John Abbott. Kyle was impressed by Diane's work. However, the portrait above the fireplace stirred up Jack's feelings. He was overcome with emotion. Jack has hopes that Kyle will reconsider moving in with Claire. However, Kyle is set on getting his own place. he assured his mom that he would still stop by for Sunday dinners. Then, Jack was concerned about how Tracy and Ashley would react to the renovations. He still has reservations about the Abbott mansion redesign. It seems that Jack is still having trouble with the renovations. He nearly had a panic attack about the room this past week. It's going to take him some time to get used to it. He hasn't come around to the renovation because they were done without his consent. This represents change, which he's having a hard time adjusting to. This might seem like a silly storyline, but there's something more going on here. Jack appreciated the older furniture and architecture, but he's having a hard time adjusting to this modern redesign. It symbolizes that he's having a hard time moving forward and embracing change. We're hoping that this slow burn storyline will have Jack come around and appreciate Diane's work. Is it a good idea for this couple to work together and play together? This week's messiest move belongs to Adam and Chelsea on The Young and the Restless. They thought it was a good idea to work together, so Chelsea left her position with Marchetti to work with Adam at Newman Media. But they should reconsider this idea. It didn't take long for Chelsea and Adam to get back together. All it took was a romantic dinner and some encouragement from their respective exes, Billy and Sally. It seems like these four couples are trying to outdo one another to prove who the happiest couple in Genoa City is. Chelsea and Adam aren't the only ones working together. Billy and Sally are also working together. Because of this, Sally and Chelsea left their positions at Marchetti to pursue new ventures with their men. Summer went back to Europe to find talent who could fill both positions. Adam and Chelsea are now doing everything together. Not only are they living together, but they're also working together. This has turned into an unhealthy, codependent relationship, and that's only going to make things worse. They will be back where they started, and Chelsea and Adam will realize why they don't get along in the first place. Chelsea is already unhappy. She doesn't like that Victor is getting into Adam's head and encouraging him to do bad things. She assumed she was the only one who could do that, especially now that they're working together. When Adam was under Victor's thumb, he was wrapped around Chelsea's finger. Having Adam and Chelsea work together is a terrible idea. Their relationship will likely implode in just a few months. How will that affect Connor? He's been doing so well, especially with having both of his parents around. They need to reconsider their work relationship before it affects their home life. Amanda makes her rounds about town. For the Monday, May 19 episode of The Young and the Restless, spoilers photos show Amanda runs into some familiar faces and causes quite a stir. Amanda's return to the city doesn't go unnoticed. Not in the least. Imagine Phyllis's surprise to see her good friend about town, right there at Society. The ladies will be all hugs and air kisses as they reconnect. But will Red get the scoop on why Amanda is really there? It could bode well in Amanda's favor to let Phyllis in on her grand plan, especially the part about taking down Billy. Speaking of Billy, he'll be dining at the club with Sally and things between them look a bit tense. And they're about to get even more tense when Amanda stops by. Seeing her rattles Billy, and he immediately starts pressing for intel. Will he get it? What will Amanda spill, and how much, if any of it, will be the truth? This week's I and Our preview reveals that Victor has a surprise for Nikki, while Claire worries about Kyle. Many of Genoa City characters will be busy making plans this week. The Young and the Restless spoilers video reveals that one character plans a surprise for his wife, while another couple's relationship could end because of a scheme. Here's a look ahead at the week of May 19 to 23. Audra's deal with Victor has put her back in Kyle's orbit. His former colleague wants revenge on Kyle for getting her fired. Audra thinks her revenge scheme seems to be coming together perfectly. However, Kyle is one step ahead. Her behavior has aroused his suspicions, and he plans to find out what she's up to. Yet, Kyle's plan to trap Audra doesn't sit well with his girlfriend Claire. It's understandable that Claire is concerned since Kyle and Audra are ex-lovers. and they could fall back into old habits. Last week, Amanda returned to Genoa City to discuss business with Lily, Devin, and Nate. The attorney is working for the mysterious Aristotle Dumas, who has an interest in Winters. She vaguely answered all questions about Dumas during the meeting, yet afterwards, the Winters family felt uneasy. Fearing for the company's future, Abby confronts Amanda about Dumas's motive. Amanda reassures Abby that Dumas isn't going to take Winters away. He wants to protect it. Yet, Amanda's response arouses more questions from Abby. Meanwhile, Victor and Nikki are enjoying some alone time at the ranch. It's Nikki's birthday, and she and Victor celebrate with a romantic dinner. Nikki thanks Victor and proclaims this is the perfect beginning for her birthday. But he hints that the celebration isn't over and there are more surprises, which makes Nikki happy and intrigued. So, what does the moustache have planned for his wife? Just when we thought Sharon was coping brilliantly with the traumatic ordeal she's been through, comes a young and restless twist that will be so totally triggering that it leaves someone else completely unmoored in the aftermath. Sharon and Nick had, by all accounts, a wonderful trip overseas to visit Noah in London. Of course, we can't be sure because we didn't catch even a glimpse of it, but we're guessing that the corporate barista felt it brought her and her ex closer to a reunion. Reconciliation with Nick has been on the blonde's mind for a while now. Even drugged out of her mind on PCP, hallucinatory hugs and smooches were top of mind. We haven't seen them together since their return from London, but Nick has been busy. His first order of business? Teasing his inquisitive sister Victoria with a yarn about him and Sharon eloping overseas. Spoiler, alert next on Nick's agenda is running to the rescue of his other ex-wife, Phyllis. He'll be beyond irritated when he learns that Billy has fired Phyllis whilst she's in such a delicate state, and will decide that the remedy for her rambling is to drive her out to the Overlook for some fresh air. What comes next is a twist that will leave the complicated Sharon/Nick/Phyllis dynamic forever changed all over again. You see, at the park overlook, Nick gives Phyllis a shoulder to lean on, quite literally. Cue Sharon, who has high hopes of a reconciliation with said hero, appearing just in time to witness the coveted ex-husband in what appears to be a clinch with her rival-turned-friend Phyllis. As you can see from the spoiler pics, Sharon is none too pleased about Phyllis seemingly making a play for their mutual ex. This young and restless twist not only teases a rekindled romance for Fick, but could reignite a rivalry and end Sharon and Phyllis' fragile friendship all in one fell swoop. If Sharon reacts as we think she will, Phyllis will be blindsided and left completely unmoored. Not only has she lost her job and Billy's support, but her daughter's gone, her son is keeping her at arm's length, and now she'll have lost Sharon as well. Perhaps it's a very good thing that Phyllis' long-distance bestie, Amanda Sinclair, will return to Genoa City in this very episode. Perfect timing indeed. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, May 19, reveal that Victor Newman will hint about a mysterious plan, while Phyllis Summers finds herself backed into a corner. There'll be plenty of excitement playing out in Genoa City, so let's discuss all the shockers and shakeups. For starters, Nikki Newman's heart will be full as Victor kicks off her birthday festivities. Victor will ultimately hint that this is only the beginning, so Nikki will be intrigued over what else her husband's cooking up. Of course, a casting announcement already offered some interesting clues. Jai Rodriguez will play Pietro the party planner later this month, and Y&R spoilers specify that he'll help orchestrate Nikki's birthday bash. It sounds like Victor will have some romantic gifts in store for Nikki now, but Claire may latch onto Nikki's birthday as an excellent excuse for the party she wants to throw anyway. It may be more of a belated celebration, but Claire will continue to hope she can show off her happiness with Kyle Abbott at the event and shift Victor's perspective. In the meantime, Victor will have a few tricks up his sleeve when it comes to reminding Nikki of just how much she means to him. Nikki and Victor's love will take center stage later during the week of May 19 to 23 as well, so fans will want to stay tuned as he moves forward with his mysterious plan. As for Phyllis, it looks like she'll have to answer Amanda Sinclair's question after getting backed into a corner. Amanda should apply more pressure on Monday's episode and wait to find out why Phyllis reached out to Aristotle Dumas. Phyllis may mention her intel and hope that Dumas could fund her new business venture, but Amanda may think it's a mistake to get tangled up in the storm that's brewing. Naturally, Amanda will have to answer Phyllis' questions too since she's Dumas' lawyer. Phyllis will sense that Amanda is keeping some big secrets, but it's doubtful Amanda will offer updates on too much at this point. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Aristotle Dumas himself may deliver the news of his real identity down the road, so stick with the CBS soap. The Young and the Restless reveal that there are 3 reasons why Y&R will be on fire this summer 2025. Some big changes are coming to Genoa City, so here's what fans can look forward to once they hit the screen. For starters, Aristotle Dumas will become more than just a ridiculous name. Viewers will finally have a chance to meet the guy behind this mysterious and powerful persona. After non-stop Dumas talk for months, it'll be nice to finally see some action once he reveals himself and takes center stage. Since the clues are pointing to Billy Flynn being a Kane Ashby recast who admits he's Dumas, some shockers are brewing. This Dumas reveal will set the stage for some gripping drama all summer long. Next, we should discuss the many romantic shakeups that are brewing in GC. Some couples are going to be challenged like never before, so fans will be eager to see which ones survive the chaos ahead. Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter's marriage will be on the rocks thanks to Mariah's betrayal. So we'll see what that means for Tessa's growing connection to Daniel Romalotti Jr. There's also the matter of whether Kyle Abbott's relationship with Claire Newman will survive what Audra Charles and Victor Newman intend to throw at them. Audra's own romance with Nate Hastings will be in jeopardy, and the same could go for Chelsea Newman and Adam Newman's reunion, since their work partnership is already adding pressure. Likewise, Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott could regret working together if it leads to more issues than they bargained for. Between that and Billy's vengeful Newman obsession, there's going to be trouble. Holden Novak, Damian Kane, Lely Winters, and others on Canvas could experience romantic shakeups as well, so this summer could bring some juicy material. Of course, all the romantic developments could help the show steer things away from the humdrum business content. Some sizzling scenes could become more frequent once people are bed-hopping and trading partners. There'll definitely still be some corporate feuds, but hopefully they'll dial it down a bit and focus on more personal angles that fans really want to see. This summer could shape up to be a really exciting one if things continue falling into place, so we'll bring you updates on any other stunning news and important events to come. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some surprises are just around the corner in GC, so stay tuned. Phyllis admits that she was spiraling and her son was pulling away from her. She hopes they'll plan something new together. She wants to come up with something to inspire Daniel. Nick feels that's a lot of pressure. Phyllis insisted on taking the lead like she always does. She looks at it like a challenge. I'll figure out something. I'll do it. I've got this. Nick has an idea. He says, let's get out of here. Tune in to find out about the drama happening in Genoa City. The Young and the Restless spoilers weekly update for May 19 to 23 tease Amanda's presence stirs the pot for several key players who are all about Aristotle Dumas. Claire has a proposal for her granddad. Jack leans into Diane, and Lauren and Michael's marriage hits another rough patch. Mariah grappled with guilt, leading to a breakdown that left Tessa heartbroken and seeking solace in Daniel's arms. Claire, feeling the strain of Victor's disapproval, decided to slow down her relationship with Kyle, despite his willingness to try. Meanwhile, Phyllis, still reeling from her firing, plotted revenge against Billy by eavesdropping on his plans to undermine Victor. Phyllis stole Billy's phone, discovered his alliance with Aristotle Dumas and returned it unnoticed. Chelsea doubted Adam's independence from Victor, while Damien accepted Lily's job offer despite Nate and Davin's doubts. Phyllis later proposed an alliance to Victor. Phyllis attempted to outmaneuver Victor by reaching out to Aristotle Dumas, aiming to counter Victor's influence. Victor, in response, retaliated against Billy. Adam issued a warning to Billy Boy, prompting Chelsea to beg the men to raise the white flag. Meanwhile, Nate expressed skepticism about Damien's intentions as Damien sought to impress Lily and potentially join the family business. Phyllis told Nick about her struggles after being fired by Billy and planned to seek funding from Aristotle Dumas. Claire told Victoria and Nikki she and Kyle were delaying moving in together. Victoria worried about Victor's influence, while Nikki supported Claire. Kyle plotted against Audra's business, seeing her as a threat. Audra warned him of her success, and Holden suggested she still had feelings for Kyle. Amanda Sinclair returned to Genoa City, revealing herself as the attorney for the enigmatic Aristotle Dumas. Her arrival unsettled Devin, Lily, and Nate, especially when she hinted at Dumas's admiration for Neil and a particular interest in Lily. Amanda remained evasive about Dumas's true identity, fueling further suspicion. Phyllis sought comfort from Nick, leading to an awkward encounter with Sharon. Elsewhere, Sally attempted to calm Billy's growing obsession with Victor, urging him to let go of his anger and focus on moving forward.